Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that. Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
All right, people, welcome to the show. Welcome back to the coach's desk. All right, trusting that everybody is doing well and everybody is doing all right. So we have some news here for you people that we want to, let you be aware of. You know what I mean? So big up yourself. And we have some information that we want to share with you about Leon Bailey. In terms of what is happening, we hope that this will not materialize. Yeah, I say it. Yeah, we don't want this materialize. Sorry, Chelsea fans. Yeah, man, I'm not sorry. Yeah, people, but welcome. So some great news today, people. As you know, the games that took center stage today in Group A. England versus Iran, Senegal versus Netherlands, USA versus Wales. Those were the three encounters on offer for today. I will be delving into that as well, people. And of course, we have the big matchup that is gonna be coming up. The match that will be coming up, certainly that's a big one. Argentina kickstart their World Cup. Before we do so, people, of course, we want to hear from our sponsors. Yes, we will be hearing from our sponsors in this one, my people. All right, so let me kick it off. All right, so we're having some challenges with that right now. Let me see what's happening here. All right, we're having some technical difficulties, but those persons who were on last evening, you know what it is about: Denver and the mango tree, and definitely we want to get that one out there for you so that you can, make the purchase of the Denver in a mango tree. It's a book, and certainly it targets the age group of age around about 5 to 9. So if you have a child in that age group, yeah, we encourage that you get this book. Of quite a few people got the book yesterday. All right, so let me get it out here for you. We're gonna use a different road, people. No worry yourself. We have it covered. I got you. I got you. Don't worry on yourself, man. We'll be getting this one up and running, people. Well, it gives more people time to log on and like up the stream. Big up to Blake. Blake in the building. Blake, oh, you have be the greatest and you let off on that one, man. Hmm? Talk to us on that one, Blake. All right, here we go right now with this one. Teacher Jody and Francis. All right, people, I would love for you to go out and support this book, Denver and the Mango Tree. It is a very interesting book. It was written by a Jamaican teacher, Jody and Francis, and it was illustrated by another Jamaican, Wayne Carnegie. Please go and support this book. It's already on Amazon. Yeah, man. Go on Amazon, purchase the book, support the Jamaicans. And a matter of fact, this book is targeting the age group of 5 years to 9 years old. Denver is actually 8 years old. So go out and support this book. All right, people, there you have it. There you have it. Go out and support Denver in a mango, Denver and the mango tree. Yeah, man, it's already on Amazon, so you can go out and support. Big up to the persons on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in. Just remember to like up the stream, people. Give the video a like. All right, we have Anonymous OG in the building. Bless up yourself. Kevin Williams in the building. Big up yourself, Kevin. Blake is saying Leon Bailey wants to join his idol Pulisic, or does he want to join Sterling on the bench? Hey, Blake, watch it, watch it, Blake. Blake. You gotta watch Blake. Watch them talk there, Blake. Watch them talk there. Because right now, right now, right now, uh, Blake not easy, All right, so there you have it, people. Toffee Rudy in the building, big up yourself, Toffee Rudy. Tony Green, big up yourself. All right, bless up, coach. Clarendon College all the way in Jamaica, France all the way in the World Cup. All right, Mega Flavor, big up yourself. Yes, Mega Flavor. So the name of the book is Denver and the Mango Tree. You can find it on Amazon. So check out Amazon and you'll find that book. So you see, Mega is getting one for his nephew. That's a big deal. I'm certain then to Mega, your nephew will love this one. So some big things happening in the game today, but let us talk about Leon Bailey, the Leon Bailey situation as is at the moment. You know what I mean? So Leon Bailey has well and truly shown the form that made Aston Villa spend the money they spent on him last season this year, and has opened up the eyes of some interested parties in the process. So Leon Bailey got over his injuries and he is lighting up, Aston Villa right there, especially with the new manager who seems to like him a lot, and it is going well. Now, the winger position is an area Chelsea feel the need to strengthen, and have been monitoring a number of wingers with possibility of signing them for the squad. Leon Bailey is one of those. Do you think that Leon Bailey should find himself over there at Chelsea? May not think so, but that's my views. The Blues have an interest and are considering making an approach for Leon Bailey. So according to Daily Mail, Chelsea are considering making a move for Aston Villa winger Leon Bailey after his fine burst of form this season for the Villains. Bailey has 3 goals and 2 assists in 4 Premier League games this season, which is an impressive return considering where the Villa find themselves in the league currently. Now, right now, how Chelsea is playing, how Potter is doing his thing, I don't know. He can't seem to settle with his team at the moment. So I don't know if Leon Bailey should make that move. But they have not approached him yet. And this is my opinion. Now, the Jamaican has been informed and has caught the eye of Chelsea, who have made a winger a priority in the next few months as they look to solve their problems in front of goal. Bailey is likely an alternative to the likes of Rafael Leo, who Chelsea have as a number one target, and have confidence in signing amid his contract complications with AC Milan. Aston Villa are unlikely to want to sell, but every player seems to have a price these days. So that's the deal with Leon Bailey, people. That's the deal with Leon Bailey. I don't know if that is a big move for Leon Bailey. Now. Hey, Leon, avoid Jason team. Avoid Jason team. Don't go there. Not now going over there, man. Big up yourself, Tony. Tuffy saying, bless up, coach. Clarence, okay, I'm read that already. Toki in the building. Leon Bailey joins Chelsea and he will end up in the Jamaica Farmers League after 9 months. Why? Me not think is a good move if they decide to go. Jason, big up yourself. Actually in the building, big up yourself. Coach, if I was Leon, me stay far away from the blue pond. But that's just me. Exactly. Actually, me agree with you. And a Chelsea again, a chill pond. No, go on over there. They can't go in a pond, man. There's no life in the pond. He needs to go to Wolf. Yeah? Anonymous is saying, as Chelsea fan, me not too trust Potter with the ball. Exactly. Here a Chelsea man I said. No must Jason, man. No, I want Jason, man. I want Jason. Big up yourself, Shabba. Yes, man. That's a big deal. Big deal there. Interest for the baller. That means his work. And Craig Butler will tell you, you know. You have to just, watch and see. And see and watch. No. All right. So, on to the games today, people. On to the games today. Some interesting games were played today. And you all saw that. England versus Iran. I predicted a 2-0 victory for England. However, England was on a rampage, people. England ensured that, Raheem Sterling get on the score sheet. Marcus Rashford, hey, the ball. Listen, whether 3 lions or 3 kittens, the England team roared today, people. Yeah, you know what I mean? Bukayo Saka, he scored twice as England, made a flying start to the World Cup campaign by trashing Iran 6-2 at the Khalifa International Stadium on Monday. But wait, Reggae Boys never did play at that stadium there. I don't remember. That's something to do with Jamaica, the Khalifa Stadium, they sound familiar. But me soon tell you now. Remember, they saw them a Lord Saka now. And remember that same youth missed the penalty, which was decisive in the Euro 2020 final last year, Hey, the goal that Saka scored, was a stunning volley, And that was when they went up 3-0 half time. He doubled up after the break. So big up to Saka. With Iran crumbling after goalkeeper, whatever his name is, suffered a nasty head injury early on. Jude Bellingham set the tone by scoring his first international goal, while Raheem Sterling prodded home England's third. You see the Raheem Sterling goal, a big deal, It was a well orchestrated goal, people. So it was a good thing. It was a good game. You wondered if Iran was going to score, but yes, they did, and it was what it is. So Raheem Sterling, big up yourself. Jamaican that, people. No matter which country I play for, I no care what I want to say, no. Raheem is a Jamaican. You know what I mean? Raheem is a what? A Jamaican. Win, lose, or draw. You know what I mean? So, actually, say it was a 1-0 victory. Travis Pessoa said it was a 3-0. Them double that. Tony Green said that Iran would have beaten the Three Kittens. It never happened. Duclan Stennett said it was a 1-1 draw. That never happened. So Travis Pessoa actually and coaches desk got that one right. So on to the other game. Senegal versus Netherlands. I predicted a 1-1 draw, but it did not happen. Senegal, according to many, said that they miss money. And therefore, it would be a difficult task for them. So actually predicted a 2-1 victory. It was a 2-0 victory. Chevy said 2-1, still 2-0. Tony Green predicted a 3-1 victory for Senegal. That never happened. And Duclan said it was a 3-1 victory for Netherlands. In the other game of the day, the prime time game, United States of America, CONCACAF team, they went up against another European team, and I predicted 2-1 for Wales. Wales let me down, people. You see me, I say? Wales let me down. Actually, say it was a 2-1 victory. Travis Pessoa said a 3-2 victory. Tony Green said it was a 2-1 victory. And Duclan Stennett said it was a 0-0 draw, but it ended up being a 1-0 draw. After United States, after United States did so well in the first stanza, but they weren't able to, reproduce in the second half and take it all the way. You know what I mean? Well, I have something that I want to share with you, my people. I have something that I want to share with you. The goal scorer. Hey, I want thing, Jamaicans, that everywhere in the world, people. Every single where in the world. Hold on. I move them movie. Hold on there. Make me find it back. Because the goal scorer in where the man big up him whole connection, brethren. His entire connection. Jamaica connection. Is it Libya connection or Liberia connection? The man does big up everybody, man. Everybody. See if I can find. He did it for everybody. Everybody he did it for, So it was a big deal for him. And if I met them, that something there because I'm not see it again. Them deleted. But anyways, United States put up a very good show. For me, I didn't expect that from USA. USA put in a very good shift, people. Very good shift. They played some very good football. They overloaded in spaces and shut down this Wales team. I mean, you could see the patterns of play from this United States team. They really impressed in the first half. But the man them going to employ one different strategy in the second half. And it could have caused, well, Wales could have hurt them, and they did not capitalize on hurting this US team. Man, then go sit back and I'll look for counter, brethren. They shouldn't have employed that strategy after doing so well in the first half. You think they would have closed out this game. But they did not do it, man. They didn't do it at all, you know. They did not do it at all, and it was sad. But Wales, Wales obviously were the better team, but I think the United States team played very disciplined. Wales was a little bit unlucky, but Blake go on like say, US are the greatest. Yeah, Wales could have win the game, but them just, it just never happened. I think US played a very good first half. But in the game of football, it's not about one half. You have to show up in both halves. So they did not do such, and it did not come through for them because they were looking for that win. Yeah, man, they were looking for that win, but it never happened because they never do the right thing. You know? They never do the right thing. All right. All right, my people. So that is that. So we have a big contest coming up, you know. Go like you don't know about it. All the Argentina fans, you know, they roll out, you know. All the Argentinians roll out because they are so much interested in their team getting their feet wet. All right. So before we get into that, hold on there. All right. So before we get into that, I want to do a watch along tomorrow, you know. So yeah, man, them game that coming up tomorrow, I want to do a watch along, you know what I mean? That game in the morning, boy wants to do a watch along. Yeah, boy gotta do watch along. All right, so let me get through some of the comment section. Jesus say, man, Gunners, man, Chelsea fan or Chelpan team. All right, no problem. Man is a Madrid supporter. KS, big up yourself. It better him go Man U instead of Chelsea. Big up, quote. Big up yourself. Actually, did expect better from Iran. Really? Saka carried England. Bellingham played well too, you know, Blake. Yeah, man. Where's that? Gunners, man, Jason Guna. John was there. Goalkeeper, whatever his name is. Who that? Hey, the man have a name there, brother. I'm not even trying to pronounce that. What you talk, say? Whatever his name is, going to be Sterling future after the end of the season. Tony Green said, yes, England look very good. They have a lot of artillery. Yeah, man. Listen, me did I say the England team are not good enough. But me nah jump the gun. It was expected. They played Iran, so it was expected for them to run riot. And if they did not do that, then would have started to look at them differently. So, me nah go ahead Blake. Jaffa kick on in his own right. I thought US was winning 5-1. Yeah, the USA. Me not lie, people. When I saw the first half, US did not look like a CONCACAF team. No way. They did not look like a CONCACAF team. They were playing excellent football. They were moving the ball. They were high pressing. I mean, the high press was so good that Wales seldomly come out of their half. And when they high press and retrieve the ball, they move the ball around. They utilize the ball. They overload on the flanks. They overload in the middle. So they were just swinging the overloads from area to area. You know, they tried to breach. I mean, it was enterprising football from the United States. But something went wrong. I mean, is it the case where they just run out of steam, or it was the break that disturbed their momentum? Well, for whatever the case is, something happened. And it was a game that you would not want to see. Is it the coach problem? I hear a lot of people complain. I hear a lot of US fans complain about Berhalter and his tactics. He employed a very decent one in the first half. However, second half, the man go sit down star. People them never like that. Coaches check in. US I go home when they meet England. All right, Travis, big up yourself. I think Wales could win in the last run. Yep. Game of two halves. Yeah, man. Tony Green. Yeah. Giovanni, big up yourself. Coach, remember that was USA's supposedly golden generation, and Wales was the better team. The ugly kids are in our way being World Cup champs. So, Blake, you tell me, say Nike never do a good job? Come on, man. Come on. Man of God, big up yourself. Hope Alvarez start and score. All right. 5 a.m. watch along. Yeah, man, we're doing a watch along a morning, people. Yeah, man, we have to get in one of the watch along them, you know. So once early watch along, we are gonna do watch along. Yeah, man. We can't go later, we can't go earlier. So we have to do what we can do. The fool them mash up me just hey, Chevis, but tell if we go invest, man. Both US and Will. But me got them on both teams to score though with the 1-all draw. Travis, now bother with that but 1-all draw now. Must be the best. It just bet at 3-2. You say Wales are going to win in a brother. Don't bother with it. Yeah, man, we are watching 5 a.m. game a morning, man. And them alarm set and all. Coaches, me only want Argentina win tomorrow for my just bet. Boy, Travis, you on this betting thing. Yeah, waste the money, man. England team is good, but if they face a more attacking team, their defense will get exposed. Remember, it's a big head night team, you know. Energetic like 2 goals for Jamaica today. Yeah, man. They should have taken Tamori from AC Milan because he's in great form. One of the best defenders at present. USA have all bark and no bite. Hey, yeah, man, ain't got a bag of things, man. I won't say England win is overrated because people said it was just Panama and Tunisia last World Cup and they got to the semis. All right. All right. So KS is saying, was it the coach or more around Wales changing their tactics, more aggressive and pressing more? That could be it, but the coach start to sit back. USA start to sit back and get comfortable. So that has to be taken into consideration as well. USA levels above all, including those little kittens. Hey, stop being nice, Blake. What kind of little kitten are you? Yeah, you have to play a win front. Yeah, man. Argentina won't have an easy game. I was say that, Giovanni. At 3-2, yes, a Travis. The one I go like you want to switch about 1-all. Saudi Arabia not good. Argentina to win 5-0. All right, so yeah, we can't get into the prediction because this show is not gonna be long enough. Let's get into the prediction. So Argentina tomorrow, one of the overwhelming favorites of the World Cup. Yeah, man, one of the overwhelming favorites of the World Cup. Then we have Denmark, Tunisia, Mexico, Poland, Mexico, and then the last game of the day, France versus the Aussies. All right, who are run out? Who running out? Travis. All right, actually, in a hot seat again, you know. Yep. Um, actually, say four. Actually, say 4-0. 4-0. Policies seem to be one keeping his head in the game and playing some good ball game. Expect better from this. Could this, yeah, man. Are they just bet ticket? Okay. This is overrated. Dr. Dan says 6-0. What? One next six I got drop? People you can call in as well, you know. Argentina 5, Saudi 0. All right, me I work with Travis the Panda one. Who else want to jump in at the prediction? If you start the prediction, you have to give it right throughout the 4 games, you know. I'm going with a 5-star performance from the Argentina team. 5-star performance. All right, but some interesting thing, you know, the last World Cup, Argentina didn't fear out so well, you know, people. They didn't fear out so well at all. They played like 4 games in the World Cup. Let us look at it. They played out a 1-1 draw with Iceland team. Remember that it's the same coach that is now the Reggae Boys coach. Al Grimson was there. You understand? So they played out a 1-1 draw. They faced Croatia and they lost 3-0 in that game. They went to play Nigeria. They won 2-1 with Messi and Rowe scoring. They went to the second round of 16, and they were beaten 4-3 by France. Di Maria, Mercado, and Aguirre scoring. So it wasn't a good one for Messi and team in the last World Cup. But this seems to be a new Argentina team. They have been on a run, some over like 30 odd games, and they have not lost a game. So they are on a high. Messi is considered the GOAT. Some people don't see him as a World Cup GOAT. Some see him as a bully. Yes, he bullies those players down there in Spain, which he has played most of his life. Yeah. When he comes on to the World Cup, especially the second round, he has not, you know, switch the ignition or press the ignition, you know. So Messi will want to prove. Persons are saying if he show up in this World Cup and do well, then he's gonna be declared the GOAT. But again, if he doesn't do well, I believe that those said persons are gonna be saying Messi is old. Messi is 30. I don't want to expect Messi to do. I them thought that we are gonna hear, you know. Them thought that we are gonna hear people, but it is what it is. Tony Green look like him there, you know. I work with Tony Green prediction. Tony Green said 3-3. That is so impossible. Hey, me know what Tony Green are doing, you know. He might go against all of the big names. All of the big names. Travis said Tunisia, Denmark, 3-0. Travis I jumped the gun in a man. All right. Travis said 5-0. Giovanni said 3-1. Last World Cup coach Argentina was awful. Now that me I say, man, last World Cup they were awful. So hope that they can, hope that they can do this because they are in a different form, different mindset and all of these things. Mitrovic will be looking to score two, coach. So that's a good point you are making. Yeah, man. Travis just a jumpy gun, so that me can't take with him, Man of God said 3-0. Grimmy with Blair badness, yeah, man. That's why I said Argentina will not have an easy game. They always struggle against teams they are supposed to beat in recent World Cups. Yes. But these teams, I don't think these teams can stop this Argentina. And remember, Iceland team was a European team in a bridge. Is a European team in a so it these Saudi Arabia and them team, nah man, them can't stop. Coach the sub team on present can't beat Portmore with old man Rudolph Austin in defense. Top wise are easy in the Travis. You said them bully minnows, UAE and Jamaica aren't in the World Cup for Messi to shine. They will be better this time. The overall team is level-headed. Yeah, man. That me see I go on now. But Messi playing very well from season start, both for club and country. All right, so that's the early game, people. So I predicted 5-0. Actually 4-0. Travis 5-0. Tony Green 3-all scoreline there. So working with these scoreline. So Denmark versus Tunisia. This should be an interesting one. But two of the Africans them start out right now. Denmark 2, Tunisia 1 for me. Travis said 3-0 to Denmark. Who else has a prediction in that one? You see you actually. Denmark 3-0. Actually said 3-1. Dr. Dan said 2-1 Denmark. Yeah, man, coach, as I said, this team is a different team, and most of the Argentina team at the moment are not old. So they are more young and hungry. If we are to look from the back line up, it's a great balance. Yeah, man, Argentina a good team. I remember, I think they are gonna be so much defending or trying to reach that milestone record amount of games without a loss or a defeat, if you want to call it that. Where's Tony Green? Gervais McLean 3-1 to Denmark. Phil Jones, big up yourself. Yeah, Phil Jones, you come out big, but I'm bold right now. Your team dropped 6. Have you scored all your goals, Phil Jones? Boy, England look ruthless to them, man. Can someone say England? England can't predict same as Travis. Him not have no luck. So where's the Giovanni? Him not have no luck. Odell Denny 4-1 to Denmark. They have the same team that played Euro, which is a good team. Yeah, a 2-1 myself. Denmark team are going well, man. But I predicted them to get out of this group. Where's Tony Green? Tony Green, your prediction, may I wait for your over the top prediction. Look at me, I have to go work with Okay, me have to go work with Giovanni, because Tony Green a hide. Giovanni, what was your first prediction? So you said Denmark 2-0. What was your first prediction with Argentina? Oh, Tony Green said 1-all. Giovanni, give me a prediction for the Argentina game. Let me see if I can scroll up and see it. Oh, hold on. Oh, him change it. Okay, I change it because of something there. Oh, Giovanni scored, Giovanni said 3-1 to Argentina. All right. R6 him did say. 3-1 him 7. No. 3-1. 3-1 Giovanni said. All right, so he's a 2-1 it is say. Not 3-1. Yeah, Argentina. Denmark 2. Yeah, man. At the Argentina me attack. Gervais McLean said Argentina 4, Saudi 0. Oh, okay. 2-1. All right. 2-1 for Argentina? No, sir. Well, I hear prediction still. A 5, Mr. Twino, Toki. Toki, Argentina, your team because he is a blue man, England game became boring. I mean, the defense was all over the place. Look at the Rashford goal and the through ball over the top to Wilson. It's a schoolboy football. Christopher Wright is saying 5-1. Argentina. I mean, I think they're going to score for Argentina. I doubt that. Doubt that. All right, let's move over to the Poland team versus the Mexico. Are we gonna go with the CONCACAF team or the Polish team? What say you? Mexico did not do so well in CONCACAF, even though they came second. But I mean, Mexico normally, should I say normally? Can't say normally because Mexico really, no. Did they do anything extraordinary in Russia? Mexico no go on nothing. Mexico went to the round of 16, Mexico went to the round of 16. So you can't really rule out Mexico, but that was the last World Cup, and throughout the campaign, they have not looked like the rootless, silky smooth Mexicans that you would normally see. You know, so that is something to consider. That's why I don't believe that this Mexico team will progress. The last World Cup, this Polish team did not qualify as well. But I mean, I don't know. But I still believe that the Polish team will triumph. You know what I mean? All right. All right. The CC in our building now. We're gonna drop the link, CC. CC hosted the first World Cup program for this year. Big up yourself, the first watch along. And we are roll out early in the morning. All right, Argentina is my side from the days of Kempis. All right, I figured out True Blue. Dr. Dan said 1-1. CC said 2-2 draw. All right, Tony Green said Mexico 3, Poland 1. Giovanni said 2-1 to Poland. We're actually there now. Wayne Harris 2-1 Poland, Mexico, sorry. Gervais McLean 2-0 Poland. Odell 3-0 Poland. Concacaf Days 2-1 Mexico. Boy, I don't know which one of that. That one is hard to call though, you know. Phil Jones said 5-0 Poland. Poland always a flop in a World Cup. Big up yourself, Jairus. Poland 2, Mexico 1. Germany don't talk. Hey, Obito. You see that 7-1 they want to give my side. You wait. Them always go Rona 16 coach. Yeah, man. Mexico always do that, you know. But for some reason, CC, me think say them a struggle. Even and I'm basing this off the qualifiers. But Mexico normally show up in the tournament too, you know. Lewandowski and Zelensky, masterclass. All right, Giovanni. Poland was in Russia, no? They beat Germany and South Korea. Turkey said Mexico 1, Poland 0. You know me, I go the Polish team though. Me think a 3-2 me I go. 3-2 to the Poles. Obito said 3-2 to Mexico. And I have it the other way around. Bring her home to CONCACAF. Me support all CONCACAF teams, even US. Yeah, Mexico is a tournament team, but I mean, can their defense withstand the top striker? That's the problem, you know. Big up yourself, CC.
Big up, man. I think I told me have it in a coach.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
But I
CC.
want, huh?
Say what you say.
Yeah, but I want Mexico win and progress still. You see, I think a lot of persons don't realize this though. And this is something we have to say. So when it comes down to the World Cup, even though Jamaica is not in the World Cup, it's a benefit to Jamaica by by extension the region when the CONCACAF nations do well in the
Yes,
tournament.
yes.
So for example, the fact that CONCACAF is like third behind I think behind Europe, South America, it's CONCACAF and then Africa. So as a result of that, the new tournament that is coming up in the 2026 version, we have been allotted a further
3.
two spaces. Two more. We got three more automatic space
Yeah.
because of our past performances at the World Cup. So we had three more automatic space and 2 playoff space. And that's on the back of the Costa Ricans, the Mexicans, the USA,
No,
the
but so in total, how many CONCACAF teams will be there?
all right, in total, 6 CONCACAF team will be at the 2026 World Cup. However, there's a
So
possibility.
hold on. Let us take time, CC.
All right,
So the
that's fine.
6 teams that will be there, 3 of them will be host, right?
3 of them will be host.
So Mexico, Canada, and USA, who are already at the World Cup,
Yes,
will be in the next World Cup.
will be in
So
the next World Cup.
virtue of them being host. All right.
Yes.
But
Mhm.
the other 3 spots, so they qualify, we'll only have 1 winner and then 2 teams go playoff.
No, the qualifier now only have 3 automatic spots. Again, there will
Right.
be an
That's what
additional.
I right. That's what I know. But
Yeah, so that
firstly,
there will
you
be
said
a
it. It sounded like 3. Yeah, it sounded like you said 3 more teams will qualify, 1
no,
automatically and 2
no.
by playoff.
Now I was going to go to the playoff route now. So I'm
Okay,
saying
go
to you
ahead.
that there's a definite that 6 team will be at the World Cup. 3 automatic and then 3 by virtue of hosting the event. So it's
Mm-hmm.
basically 6 automatic places if they weren't hosting it. So it would be 6 places. And then there's 2 additional playoff spots that if the CONCACAF teams can win, I think it would be the 4th place and the 5th place will go into a playoff. So those 2 teams can end up going to the World Cup as well. So there's a possibility for 8 CONCACAF teams to be at the World Cup. There's a probability that 8 teams can be at the World Cup, but there's a definite there will be definitely 6 nations. So that's why I was saying that when we're giving our predictions, we can't be we don't have to call the word. Is it there's the word bipartisan? It's like we have to be not some persons might say, oh, we don't want to be USA because USA beat we, or USA is always beating us, or these teams qualified over us. But as a result of what Mexico has been doing, Mexico has been to the last 7 tournaments. They have been at the round of 16. Because I think that's the game that they normally can't win. In Mexico, they call it, I think there's a word for it that they call it. It's like they're saying that the 5th game, they can't get to the 5th game of the World Cup. They're always at the 4th game,
4th game, yeah.
isn't it, and dropping out. So for 7 tournaments now, they have always gone to the round of 16. And the USA team has also qualified a couple times. Costa Rica have made it to the quarterfinal. So I think based on those past performances, CONCACAF, FIFA saw it fit to allocate a few more spots to the CONCACAF region. And they also allocated 4 more spots to the African region. So Africa
Mm-hmm.
will have 9 automatic spots. CONCACAF will have 6 automatic spots. So I think that's the thing we have to bear in mind. So one of the benefits of the CONCACAF teams doing well is the benefit that we will be benefiting Jamaica come the next World Cup cycle. Because it's the same thing, I think, coach, when they expanded the tournament. And the fact that the USA did well, I think, in 94, when they expanded the tournament, they gave the CONCACAF region and big up Fresh God, they gave CONCACAF region an extra spot. And that's how we got in. Because it was, before that, it was 3 spots, 2 automatic and 1 playoff. And then they gave 3 automatic and 1 playoff. And we came via the automatic spot.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, man. So essentially you're saying that because of that, you are going to go for a draw with these teams.
no, no, essentially I said my heart wants Mexico to win in
Mm-hmm.
terms of by extension our region. But I think a more logical prediction is a draw between Mexico and Poland based on the form that Mexico have coming into the tournament. There's a lot of controversy surrounding the coach, surrounding the team. Even when they played us, coach, in the Nations League, you realize it was a much different team to even the team that was playing in the qualification rounds. So they looked disjointed. They never looked particularly well. So I think with that being said, though, they're a team that when it comes to the World Cup, there's a team that normally puts up a fight and get out of the group. So I think with that being said, I think their first group game they might struggle a bit, but they will come out with a point. And I think the Polish team has always been a team that has been failing to live up to perform in big tournaments. But I think with Robert Lewandowski, which this might be his last World Cup, and Zielinski them, I think they should try to get something out of this match. Lewandowski is coming off an hot streak, even though Barcelona is not have dropped out of Champions League. But I think Lewandowski is the top striker in the La Liga right now, if I'm not mistaken. That's off memory. We can verify that after the fact. But I think it's a striker coach that you don't want to give any opportunity.
space. Yeah, man.
Them on you don't want to give them on the half a chance, like 35%. Anything that man get is a lethal striker. One of the probably I don't think you have 10 strikers in the world that scores over 500 goal or more that is active. Lewandowski is one of them. Right? Behind Lionel Messi, behind the Cristiano Ronaldo's of this world, Lewandowski is up there with 500 odd goals. So this man is a lethal goal scorer. So if you give him, if he comes within a sniff of a chance, you know that he's going on target. So I think that there's goals in Poland. It's just how they set up and how they go about it. And I think that goals are in Mexico as well. So this, to me, coach, should be one of those swashbuckling games where you see it's back and forth. Because I think the Mexicans will not yield. And I think the Polish team has a point to prove at a tournament.
Yeah, definitely. I am going for a high scoring game, and I believe the Poles will outscore the Mexican team. Mexico will score, I believe. They will create chance because of the system that they play. But like you said, the striker Lewandowski just want to sniff. You understand? You can't take him. Remember, he's a towering figure now.
Yeah.
You
I know so
understand?
there's the next thing to coach. But realize all of the players that are on top goal scoring farm right now in them season, they're coming to the party because the first game with Ener Valencia, you know that Ener Valencia is the leading goal scorer in the third. I think Ener Valencia has 13 goals in 12 matches in the Turkish Super League right now. So as Ener Valencia has come into this World Cup for Ecuador in a rich vein of form.
Yeah, man.
And I think the guy who scored for Iran also is a leading goal scorer. So even though Iran got 6-2 from England, the guy who is leading goal scorer for his team has found the back of the net. So I think this World Cup will prove to be one of the World Cup for the goal scorers.
All right. A lot more games to go. Let's see. All right, let me check out some comments, see.
Yeah, man.
Even though I know say you see Mexico is a tournament team still in a virgin. Can't write them off still enough. But me just feed say Polish team I got. Me have to go wrong, you know. Me have to go wrong.
Well, coach, me tell you already me have a prediction or me tell you say I'm either going to be a madman or a genius.
All right. Big up Fresh God in the building. Me don't know how you not get the notification fresh. So I saw you on YouTube I'm going more while, you know. South America should have at least 7 spots. 9 spots for Africa. Africa doesn't even have 9 good teams. CONCACAF underrated. Mexico is a World Cup team. All right, let us see. Man, Giovanni not easy, you know. Poland now beat Mexico. All right. I saw prediction going on. Everybody now got agree, you know. Hey, you have to be like Tony Green, you know. Tony Green does make some bold predictions. 3-3 between Argentina and Saudi Arabia. And the man then itch with them prediction. You understand? So, all right, that is where it is at the moment. So, look at the defending champions. One team I'm not too like in a World Cup when they bought my team. They're going to be going up in the last game of the day. They will face A matter of fact, if you see on the screen, CC, France is on top, and they will face Australia, which is down under. And that is indicative of the fact that this French team is going to be steamrolling them. They're going to be on top of them. You know? So I believe that the French team, even though they would have lost quite a few influential midfielders and one of their top striker, I still think that they can find 4 goals in them with the lethal upfront men that they have. Yeah. So I'm going with France 4-0 over this Australia team. What say you?
I think the Australia team. I think Australia team is just too. I think France will get over this Australian team. I think they're too young. In terms of course, Australia is a team that normally comes to the World Cup to give some problems, to some big team, They're
Mark
normally
Viduka.
they're normally a team that gives problem. Miles Yedinak. Yeah, so they're normally a team that gives a lot of problem. And what was the other guy's name? The famous one there.
Mark
Cale.
Viduka.
Cale. Tim
Kale.
Cale.
What name?
Tim Cale, man. The one
Cahill,
that
yeah.
man, the top striker for them, man. So I think this game should go 3-1 to France. But I think it's the game that France needs to win because the Denmark is France's bogus team so far. In recent time, and I think Tunisia is a team that is kind of tricky for you to play. So I think this game will be vital for the French setup. But I think the Australians are too weak at this present point in time, as they are presently constructed. There is not any player that I think is called out. However, of course, sometimes we have to look on the facts. I think with that being said, they might have the balance if we can say, all right, we sit back, soak up pressure. But I think France have too much firepower to not get the job done. So I think it would be a disappointing result if the French doesn't win this game. So my score prediction is 3-1.
3-1. You think Australia will be good enough to breach this?
Yeah, man, I think Australia might, because if I look
Remember, you
into
just said that they might sit on the lower block,
yeah, but I think
So I'm wondering if they have the whole skill set to break down a French team, which would have been a more organized unit, despite losing a few of their key pieces like a Pogba and what's his name? Mane. No, not Mane. What's his name again? Conte.
yeah. So much of
So
them lose N'Golo Kante, them lose Paul Pogba.
yeah. So that may I say no, but CC.
Them lose Presnel Kimpembe. They
They'll
lose the other guy, Christopher Nkunku, who has been good in terms of his
Nkuku.
form. So these guys are like Pogba, Kante, key aspects of them previous team. Benzema, who is a very Benzema. Then you have Nkunku is up and coming, and Presnel Kimpembe. So that's why I'm saying to you that France team is very good enough. But
yeah, in terms of organization, CC going up against an Australia team, I mean, I don't see where this Australia team, despite those names that you called are out, are able to break down this French team. It can happen, but I don't see where it's coming from, because remember, you alluded to the fact that you don't see anybody in the team. This Australia team is a no-name team and all of that.
Yeah, they don't really have no
So I don't see where that goal is coming from. I could be wrong, because the ball is round, of course, but I don't see it.
Yeah, remember the soccer rules lost to French They were in the French group, I think, last World Cup as well, you know. And they lost 2-1. And that was a much stronger. And with those players that I said, with the Benzema, with the Paul Pogba and the N'Golo Kante. So that's why I was saying that the coach said, I think the Australians can still get a goal in, but I think this time around they're a little bit they're a little bit weaker. So that's why I was saying that the French team should score at least 3 goals on this team. Because they're a little bit much weaker. I think the last time out they had given the French team a bit of issues, but I mean, yeah, Harry Kewell, Tim Cahill, Mark Viduka, those type of
Viduka, yeah.
players, I'm not seeing them right now for the Australian team. So 3-1 to the French.
Yeah. Me no see no goal a come. 4-0 me say. Big up to the people who are just tuning in. Big up to Sherman, Scott, Nitro, all the people who are just coming in. Big up on yourself. I know France is gonna win, people. We still say CC is still saying France is gonna win. But in terms of the goal, I don't know where Australia, they might get one from a corner or run-up play or something like that, but I don't know.
Look for any play when we know we stand out.
Tony Green, what is your prediction for this one? Oh, Tony Green said Australia 3, France 2. Hey, that one I mean wait for no man. Tony Green always I go against the big team them, you know.
Yeah. The Australian team
because this man said the ball round. Anything possible. So
unless
don't believe like don't believe like say a one team I play the ball game. That's what he's saying, you know? So we can understand that. So Tony Green I try go on. All right, so let's backtrack and look at something a little bit there, CC, that the player who scored today indicated. Where? Tim? Yeah. The man said this was for my teammates. This was for United States of America. This was for Liberia. This was for Jamaica. This was for my family. And that is when he scored his goal, his World Cup debut goal. A man said this is what it was all about. Can you imagine that? A dream come true to score in my first World Cup match. We wouldn't love to come out of this match with all 3 points. Oh, we would have loved to come out of this match with all 3 points, but we take the tie and continue to work. This is for my teammates. This was for USA. This was for Liberia. This was for Jamaica. Virgin, this is a big deal, you know. And we're not talking Lenny in the comment section, you know. On KFC, you know. You understand? So the man a big up him heritage people, and boy, Jamaica have to eggs up in everything, man.
Yeah, because I think
we're the best, you know.
His mom is from.
Yeah, his mom is Jamaican, and then Raheem Sterling, born Jamaican, and the man scored his debut goal as well.
His debut
not making his debut, you know, but I'm first goal.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Let me make sure I clear that up because some people might read it wrong. I'm debut goal at the World Cup, meaning I'm first World Cup goal. Even though the debut meaning debut, well, the terminology means your first game and your score. But in my term, it means I'm first World Cup goal. So the Jamaica team where I did want to play for Jamaica, I don't know.
I mean, like I did hear, I heard somebody saying that he had reached out and stuff. As in the person was saying they reached out to him and reached out to the custodians of JFF. I'm not sure if that is true or false, but when he found out that the gentleman's parentage at Jamaican in it. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, if the child wanted to play, because he seems like a prodigy. Because I've seen him in some things with even his father and stuff, so seems to be a prodigy. Lest we forget his father was actually African Player of the Year already, and the prestigious Ballon d'Or, the last, I think he's the only African player to win the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, man, I think so, you know. I think he's the only African player that has represented Africa that has won the Ballon d'Or. That's George Weah. Legendary AC Milan striker, Champions League winner, World Player of the Year, was the best player in the year at one point in time. So you know that he's coming from, what do they call it now, coach? Royalty. Yeah, man.
But boy, I tell you, Bridging,
Pretty
more and more me hear these things in a Bridging, and more. We should have there World Cup, you know.
Yeah.
Jesus, peace, Bridging. A man gonna represent the next country, England and United States and Canada and many more countries with the heritage, Bridging, and we not pick them up.
Say, coach, say when you look into it, I think I forgot send it, coach. But them are show the England 11 and showing their connections.
Yeah, me see that thing, them on. Here Jamaicans, you know.
I think we have too much access to resources. We don't have access to
fear a monkey around with the football.
Yeah, man, we make a fool of ourselves, bro. Like we not this logic. I'm gonna tell people this all the while. Each one help one. You see, out of qualifying for the Senior World Cup, we can get some Youth World Cup. And then the youth them from Jamaica can get some contract overseas, and then we can start build a little thing there. You know? The machine they can start going out, start turn screw now, coach, and start produce some little. But me I tell you, bro.
But it gonna help with the football locally, you know.
Then that is what I'm saying.
If we constantly qualify for World Cup, trust me, if when the qualification come and we get the money and the money turn back into the football and develop some field, develop some things locally.
We have to go get rid of some of man them mindset, coach. When man got talk about they don't want the best players, they want the right players. Their mindset they have to go purge.
Right now, Christopher Wright just as the number 9 for Wales could have played for Jamaica. Hey, right now, you see Amari Hutchinson don't play with the youth there. Now. Hey, me I watch some clip the other on Instagram not too long or a day ago, with Kido Art Taylor and a Bridging. Miserable look ball line, man. And then Amari Hutchinson, we go, hey, let's man.
I don't know what kind of job. I'm going to tell you the thing about what I think a lot of them don't understand. Coach, obviously these guys are above us in terms of their progression, in their talent, in terms of them versus the locals that we have. But it helps the program. It helps to build out the facilities. Because if you don't have the facilities, you're going to struggle. Nobody feel like Mexico has hosted World Cups already. Mexico hosts 2 World Cups already.
And so they might get the next one now.
Exactly. So this is going to be the 3rd World Cup. I think Mexico is going to be the only country to host 3 World Cups. So the facilities are there in Mexico. The facilities are there in the US. Do you understand? The facilities are there. These countries are producing talent. So if we there, so a joke for yourself and something there, when we get the opportunity, we have to get the opportunity, go to the World Cup, get the money, and progress the football locally, and stop trying to be some machismo thing, some local, like, I don't know. Like, to me, it come like coach because I grew up more see you play for the team. Yes, more see you play for the team, yes. But at the behest of what? This World Cup, we should have probably been at the World Cup. We should have been at this World Cup. There's no way, but you remember, I'd asked this question the other day, and I just know it look like them are rectified, coach. Remember, I say it by a program already, coach. I'm going to tell you, say, I cannot understand why when a tournament comes around, that's when we have a coach. So we only have, like, for the under-17 program and the under-20 program, it was confirmed that they only have a coach in the past when the tournament was held. So, for example, if the under-17 tournament is coming up, they appoint a coach for that tournament. When the tournament over, there's no longer a coach.
That
That
is
was what was
madness.
going. That's what was going on, no coach. I remember me say it, you know. I mean, I say, oh,
Mm-hmm.
this can't be real. And then we get confirmation. But I think now, I think they said they have a coach now in position. In and out of competition, they have them said them have a coach basically on contract. So in and outside of competition, them have a coach. But prior to that, we never have a coach. So that means the coach, I tell me, say that means it come like say, oh, we have play corner league coach. And I say, yo, coach, yeah, do. I want to corner league game I play that weekend, and I say, yo, me up, man. And then we go call 2 more man around for the black and, you know, organize one thing and we go play. When we drop out now, all man gone board in business. And then one next corner league come up now, I say, yo, coach, you ready? Coach said, boy, no, I know me not play the tournament. I'm going to link the other man. Build up one next, you know? So it's
Mm-hmm.
what is that is not, yeah, that is corner league mentality. And then me I say, yo, all right then, coach, you go coach your side. I say, yeah, man, me come coach your side, man. But guess what? Me I know the coach when it done, when the local corner league they done, I hate that. So next year when you are going to a corner league, depends on what me I say, what you do or what. Me I say, what you do? You ready? That is how the program did run. If we are on the youth program, so if we were running the youth program, so because I was told that it wasn't being run like that right now anymore because they're trying to put in place coaches in those system. So if it was run like that before, what kind of result can you expect to gain, coach?
Virgin, you need you will any I'd say. The man say it's easy for his players from the U14 and the U16 to come over to the Doncaster Cup team because them infuse the whole idea of the system of play. All CC teams play that way. Why we can't get right now, the head coach of the senior team should run the entire program, and have him coaches them where control those youth teams. The U20, the U17. And then they would
Then coach,
understand,
yeah.
say, I saw the team play
But
go
then
right
coach,
through.
I suggested this, and I think I said it to Mr. Speed. I suggested this, coach. I said that when you have like the assistant coaches, so the assistants, for example, you have the assistant coaches where you say were assigned to certain youth team and the head coach responsible for the youth program. So for example, now one of those assistant coach was coaching. I know how the money thing go, and we have to try set up a program with our economic conditions in mind, right? So may I say, oh, for example, when the schoolboy football teams are playing, if you're an assistant coach at a national team, right? If you're a head coach at a JPL team, you coach at the JPL team. If you're an assistant at the you only coach a JPL team. Your next level is to try coach a national team. So I think they should have the JPL teams them. The person who's coaching the JPL team is an assistant at the national level. You understand what I say?
Mm.
So if that person is an assistant at the national level and him get and he's like head coach at JP is coaching a JPL team and him get an opportunity to be an assistant at the national level. When I say no, if you don't want to put it in, you don't put it in. But you see, the person who is the assistant coach for a JPL team should be coaching a schoolboy team. So if you have the head coach, you have the head coach for Harborview. The person who is the assistant to the head coach at Harborview for coach a schoolboy football team. So you see that way the coach, you try integration.
Mm-hmm.
So you see by the time, you see if a youth come and play for Harborview or him come play, him integrated in our style of play. It might not be the style of play for Jamaica, but guess what? It's a style of play where you can develop into a professional football player. So you start ingraining them local attributes then of them. So it's not like saying me I go say bring the national identity down to that level. However, I'm saying bring a professional identity down to the level of the schoolboy. So when you have the youth to play for your schoolboy team, you have the assistant coach. Instead of bringing him to when him come to Harborview come play now, him stop play schoolboy football. So he can no longer participate in schoolboy football because he is now involved in the National Premier League. And then his next natural progression is overseas and hopefully making it like to into the national program. So that's why I say the natural progression would be that, as opposed to now when you see players playing in the Premier League and then playing in the schoolboy football league just the same. So once this player get the opportunity to play in the Premier League, you play him in the Premier League, and he doesn't play schoolboy football anymore. He can still go to school, but he can't play in the in the schoolboy football league. So he can still go to school, he can still train with the team, but he cannot play. Because I can still make him train because you want to get the local fitness and the local thing the same way if you not have to. If him not train with the pro thing. But me thinks that coach, that is how we have to do it. So we can get the players them up to one level. Up to a level where we can develop the players them.
Yeah, so a nitrous, eh?
Yeah. Me think him control him for Choban because I see when the U20, when the senior team is going to camp, the U21 is going to camp just the same time as well. And I think he's the one who normally picks the players them. But me see him like him pick player to go U21. So it's a possibility. I am a control most of the program.
Mm-hmm. The thing does set away though, but going forward, we should not, and I say we should not allow any of these youngsters to, slip through the cracks. No doubt. It's not supposed to happen again. But me say, it's not supposed to happen again, CC.
Yeah.
Too many times a year, say, you did want to play for we and it not happen. And this and that and ass dead and cow fat. You understand? We don't want to hear that again, man. No, we tired of that. Yeah, man, the coaching infrastructure need to improve, and slowly they are putting things in place. But it's just that even that doing a Richard Green, I think the onus is also on the coaches to put things into perspective and get things done for themselves. You can't only sit down and be dependent on the federation to put on these courses. They should be putting it on. However, can't be total dependent on them. And you have to upskill yourself. You have to find means and ways. You understand? To to get yourself accredited, wanting of a better term. You should ensure so you put things in place. Because at the end of the day, when you get your certification, you can go anywhere you want to go. All right, let me check in some more comments. Simon Bogle or Simone Bogle is saying England look good for real. Yeah, man. Christopher Wright is saying, Coach, the amount of young players out there, we can't bring in all of them, but the ones who are rising to top must be brought in. Yeah, man. We not expect to bring in everybody, Christopher. Oh, God, man. That is virtually impossible. But there are some special ones out there. Special ones out there that we're not supposed to, like a Omari Hutchinson, Kido Taylor. Them two youth there. Them two youth there. You understand? Them two youth there for get Lego. Like could then Lego the bird? So them youth they forget Lego.
Where say, coach? Will Royal wake up a man if you watch the Messiah?
I mean, I don't know if I Messiah still in a but but we gotta watch some ball. Argentina play well. That for me still. Argentina play good football, so
Yeah, man,
we
they play
watch.
good football. They play good football, man.
But
You know what I think was Argentina's problem, coach? I think the
them have hold
mental.
on, them have redeem themselves in a CC because it, it them have redeemed themselves. They're not going too hot in the last World Cup, you know. So they need to redeem themselves. Continue with what you say.
Yeah, I think a lot of persons, I think, may I say, they say, oh, the Argentine team, I think their issue was, I don't know, like the men, I don't know if there was a lot of mental warriors in the team in terms of the mental pressure. It seemed to me that they always buckled and the magnitude of, under the weight of a Diego Maradona. Because as opposed to like the Brazilians who came from the class of Pele and Garrincha and Carlos Alberto Pereira, Zico, Socrates, Romario, all of these greats, Cafu. This I'm thinking that the weight of that, the weight of expectation on the back of them, a lot of them crumble because they realize a lot of them don't really do well in their national team, and when them playing for the club, they do well. Most of them, and then they realize like, why is it that? And I always try to find this. Or I'm gonna look on coach, and I think this is a key stat. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
need people to look into the trophy that remember now Messi played five finals for Argentina. He has won one. He won the one last year against Brazil, right? In that
Mm-hmm.
tournament, the first time Messi won a title for Argentina, it was the U20 title that he won. He was the leading goal scorer and he was the golden ball winner. So he was the best player and he was the top scorer. Last year when he won the tournament, you know what he was, coach? The best player and the top scorer. I'm going to keep on and tell people, say, if Messi don't come to the party in the knockout stages of the World Cup, he's not going to win the World Cup because he has to be the top goal scorer because he's the most lethal Argentine player on the pitch. So you cannot be the most lethal player, coach, and not depend on another man to score.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot, no matter how you do or how good you look, coach, no matter what you do or how good you look, you are the person that the rest of man them look for score. Are you the man them look for score for set the spark, you know? So if you don't do it, it's not that they don't have. And then me not like when people make it sound like say you are some scrub. There is around the player. These players are not scrub, right?
Yeah, but see, since him have those players around him that are not scrubs, they are them should help the team as well, you know.
That is what I'm saying. They should help the team as well. But I think the
Mm.
difference between and I think persons who went and watched the Jamaica versus Argentina game will have a different perspective of the players. Not when them see them at the World Cup now, because they went and watched the players live. You've even heard persons were talking like they thought some of these guys weren't good, and when they saw the way in which they control the ball, they move the ball, they pass the ball, the man must say, "No man, this is a different level." You understand the man say, coach, like they when some people, like for example, I'm gonna say Otamendi, and say Otamendi not good. I'm here people got the stadium and say, you watch Otamendi, I say, no man. Otamendi, them a top player. So it's like a different energy. So as I said, the players around him should assist him. But when you're playing teams like a Saudi Arabia and them teams, with all due respect to Saudi Arabia, Messi should be knifing through Saudi Arabia. So we're not judge him. We're not judge Lionel Messi. As a matter of fact, who is in the group again, coach? Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Yeah. Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland is in the group. We are not going to judge Lionel Messi by Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland status. And we are not judging Argentina by Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Because I think they should get past those teams. Where it gets tricky is when them coming at this knockout stage. So, as I said before, you are the talisman. And based on empirical data, it has shown that when Messi does well in the knockout stages of the tournament, that is when his team win the tournament. So it's just empirical data. So if that is
That is
just
when the team wins the tournament.
as in that is when he has won. When with the Olympics, with the U20 last year at the Copa America. So I'm saying all of those times
So he has to
he has done well
transfer that sort of form into
into
this knockout stage in order to give himself a chance.
a chance, like the impetus. Even even though he had the 2014 World Cup, but I think building up to the anticipation of going to the final, if he's not playing like that, it to me is like the motivation for the team. I think people remember the coach. Remember about Brazil, our team, when we were dependent on a Neymar. So Neymar had to give us, like when Neymar was scoring, he gave Brazil that energy to say, yo, we can go far. We ended up to the semi-final. And lo and behold, he was out. And then the team broke down. Iman Thiago Silva was the persons who were lifting the team by virtue of their playing. So I think that is one of the things where when you have a talisman of that stature, you kind of need him to be at a certain level, which raises the level for the rest of the team. Same set the bar.
So CC, can we switch it a little bit and say these players are starstruck?
I mean,
because they might know Messi's capability and his caliber, and when Messi do some things that are mesmerizing, they just stop and look before them mind in the game to score and help the team win.
I feel like some of the Argentine play them starstruck, coach. Last World Cup, I see man them a play. Someone when Messi took up a ball. You ever watch? All right. Look on basketball, coach. Basketball, I think, is the perfect example of this. For example, Kevin Durant gets the ball and Kevin Durant stays up. And he will come up and he will dribble. I know Kevin Durant go to him spot. You know, ISO time, you know. I see him stay so in front of him. Doop. And a dab couple times, you know, ISO. So you don't say me, you know, gone over on the key with my hand on my knee. I just watch Kevin Durant do him thing. So I think that is how some of the players come off some of the time when Messi take up the ball. It's like you over there and say, oh, Leo Messi. You not even remember see if he in the game. The man them nick the ball now and gone down the other end. You out of the game. You're out of the game, you know, because you're watching what Lionel Messi is doing. So you're right if you say, coach, I think sometimes this is one of the problems what they may have. The player became bigger than the team. So you put it, and a line, like you put it, coach. I mean, never really looked on it before, but I show like the player became bigger than the team. I think that is why he stepped away to, you know. It seems as if he thought
and then come back. Yeah.
He was a distraction to the team, like the pressure that he is under, and the level of caliber of player that he is was overshadowed the team. You see,
or also the coaching effect was a part of it because you have big figures that deal with it, you know.
Yeah. Just
so,
like me
like you used to work at the supermarket as a cashier and then you gone in at the bank.
But then no coach.
You can deal with some big figures. Yeah. So it could be a different thing in terms of the coaches and him can deal with the figures in the thing.
I see him thing, I tell him on them say, yo, when them look on Cristiano Ronaldo, isn't me not to divert the topic though, but when I look on Cristiano Ronaldo, I tell him say, yo, the issue that Cristiano Ronaldo is having is not necessarily a one where if he had a coach like a Pep Guardiola or a Carlo Ancelotti, this would have not been happening. Not saying that Eric Ten Hag is not a good coach, you know. But I think that a player of Ronaldo's stature is not somebody that Eric Ten Hag has reached in his career at this moment. If he can coach and manage. And some people don't want to say it, but look into it, coach. When Ronaldo came as a young man, he had Sir Alex Ferguson as his coach. When he left, he had Jose Mourinho as his coach. These are coaches who won multiple Champions League. When Jose Mourinho left, who was his coaching him? Carlo Ancelotti. You understand? Carlo Ancelotti. Multiple Champions League winner. You know, notice the guy when he Julian Lopetegui. When Lopetegui came there and coached the team, Lopetegui have to run away. Them couldn't stay there. Certain coach that when Zinedine Zidane and then Lopetegui left, Zinedine Zidane coached the man. When Zinedine Zidane come and coach Cristiano Ronaldo, and Zidane put Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench in a La Liga games, and this was Ronaldo in his peak, and they won 3 straight Champions League. But Zidane had the gravitas to do that, because Zidane was what? World Cup winner, Champions League winner, Real Madrid legend, Juventus legend, French legend. You understand? So the gravitas of the player, not even necessarily his gravitas in terms of his coaching accolades, you know, but the fact that when him look on Zinedine Zidane, he must say, but I not have them type of, remember everything that I have won, Zidane has won. Plus he has won what I have not won. You understand what I say, coach? You're looking at a golden ball winner at the World Cup, best player at the World Cup. You're looking at a World Cup winner. You're looking at a Champions League winner. You're looking at World Player of the Year, Ballon d'Or winner. Everything that you have accumulated in your career, everything that you have accomplished, this person has done it. And even one up on you, went further and won the World Cup and also the best player in the tournament. So for you to come now, you have to respect. It's like you have to be respectful of this person, no matter what. So I tell people all the while, certain players, certain coaches cannot deal with certain players, and it's just the pull of the player. The pull of the player requires the pull of the manager. So until a manager is at a certain level, I think Eric Ten Hag has to get a squad similar in terms of age and maturity of an Arsenal team. In terms of the age and maturity that Arteta got at Arsenal, as it's the same thing that I think Eric Ten Hag has to go through. Recycle a team and get a team that is young, developing, and getting into their maturity. And not necessarily a team that has superstars. Because at this point in time, he's not at a place in his career to manage a superstar.
And that's why I think it happened to your team, you know.
Yeah.
Because you're a coach, me feel say him take the job for experience.
Yeah. And you can't
understand,
them
and
job
can't
there
manage them big figures there.
No, so them job there no experience, coach. Them job there.
But him take it because that I go upon him resume anyway, you look upon it, you know.
Yeah, man. But them
That
job
would
there
be
have
on his
two
resume,
type of
you know.
people. You see me? And I think when Lampard did well at the thing, the persons that were coming in with Lampard, the team was like phasing out. A lot of the players had been phased out. And you had young players coming in, Reece James, Mason Mount. All these players, they never won nothing like that. Say it's just that, you know, coach. It's when players start to win things, the person who you put in charge of these players matters. When players start to win things. I remember when Pep Guardiola went to Barcelona and people were saying that he came from the academy and coached the team. But remember that Pep Guardiola was in a team that won the first Champions League with Johan Cruyff them. And he won titles with Barcelona, and he was a Barcelona legend. So he had the gravitas coming through the Barca Youth Academy. He had that. He had the ear and for the of the players, the Iniestas on those guys. He played with Xavi. So he had the respect of those guys. So that is why he got rid of
with Ronaldinho.
Yeah, but that is why he got rid of like a Ronaldinho, and he got rid of like a Deco, and he got rid of like a Samuel Eto'o, because he realized that these players would not remember. This is a vital thing I'm going to say now. But this is the last thing I'm going to say on the topic. Samuel Eto'o won the Champions League that season, and Pep Guardiola tried everything to get rid of Samuel Eto'o. When I say Samuel Eto'o, he tried everything to get rid of Samuel Eto'o. And people don't realize that Pep was not in a position to coach a Samuel Eto'o at that point in time. Because he could not speak to Eto'o. Eto'o himself said it. He could not speak to Ronaldinho, so he had to get rid of him. Says this is not the first time in a coach. And look at where Pep Guardiola is now. If Ronaldinho or Eto'o was in a Pep Guardiola team now, he could have managed them. But he could not handle those type of players at that point in time. So when a response, a man wants to say, Ten Hag and Cristiano Ronaldo, Ten Hag cannot manage a player of Cristiano Ronaldo's quality or ability. And when I say quality and ability, I'm saying a player of Ronaldo's stature.
Say gravitas, man.
Yeah, yeah, try to go on the road, coach.
Hey, JC might try to go on the road, though. But we have to make him say it.
Yo, the man gravitas
in
too
the
big.
Panaru.
The Nag, man. The man gravitas too big. Yeah, man. Yo, but I mean, I think that's the thing, man. The goat and the hag can real nice same pen, you know? Yo. But I mean, but as on a serious note, man, people don't realize.
But CC, a question was asked, why Messi gets so much pressure for win the World Cup and Cristiano Ronaldo not get that added pressure?
Because Cristiano Ronaldo not come from a nation that has somebody that. All right, for example, Ronaldo comes from Portugal. The best Portugal has finished was third, and I think he has matched that. Because I think 2006 they finished third as well. I mean, Messi gets more pressure than Ronaldo because Messi is coming from a nation that has somebody who was being talked about as the GOAT of football. So Messi is growing up in the shadow of a Maradona. Ronaldo is growing up in the shadow of a Eusebio. But Eusebio, for great as Eusebio is, man who has scored 700 goals in 700 odd appearances, as great as he has been, his name never reverberated around the world as much as Diego Maradona. So more persons are synonymous with Diego Maradona. In Argentina itself, you have the church of Diego Maradona. They literally have a church that worships. It sounds ridiculous, but me I tell you, like the man them have Maradona as this different. Maradona is on a different level. And then because of the fact that Lionel Messi has done so much in terms of his domestic career, is the great
Listen, Jesus said Messi.
I said DM a 14 come
Messi grew up in the gravitas.
in the shadow of the car.
Grew up in the shadow of the gravitas.
We feel might see the two go to the World Cup. But a lot of persons, I tell you, not going to see that in my boss. You're not going to see that, man. But I think the standard that has been set, the bar that Maradona and Mario Kempes has set for these guys is a lot of pressure. It's pressure is on Neymar as well, you know. I don't want anybody to feel like Neymar is left out of the equation, you know, because he's not win multiple Ballon d'Or, you know. But pressure is on Neymar as well, because Neymar probably be the only Brazilian number 10. One of Neymar don't want to go up into, for example, like I think Zico or one of those guys was a Brazilian number 10 that did not win the World Cup. Neymar don't want to come into that. You understand, coach? One legendary number 10 for no win a World Cup. Yeah, you understand? But Neymar is under pressure as well. But the thing is the nations that these guys are from. Me I tell you, man, Neymar is under. Let me tell you what me know is Neymar under pressure.
Neymar under more pressure than Christie.
Yeah, man, Neymar under more pressure. Let me tell you what me know is Neymar under pressure. When Neymar say, oh, this is his last World Cup. That's what me know say under pressure, you know, coach. You're a 30-year-old and you come out and say last World Cup. I pressure that, you know, coach.
What you mean?
It's like, to me, it's if he win the World Cup, He might go back at the next World Cup.
But CC, you have to look upon it too, At 30 years old, 4 years worth of football, And with the months, remember saying get hold for ankle injury, Bridging.
Yeah.
So him probably look on all of them things and take into consideration.
This man I said no pressure can be upon it. Let me tell you, I'm going to give you a preview of Brazil before Thursday. There's 16 players for Brazil that will be World Cup debutants. 16. You see that, coach? 16 out of 26. So they have 10 players for Brazil that might not play back in our next World Cup for Brazil. Neymar included. Neymar is on 75 goals for Brazil. Pele is on 77. So Neymar is looking to break Pele's record at this World Cup. Neymar has what? 5 goals at the World Cup. Pele has, somebody have 15, so you don't know what that go. I believe that Neymar is going to finish this World Cup with total of 15 goals over all the World Cups. I think he must score 10 goals in the World Cup, but that's a next conversation.
Neymar.
You see me? And Neymar won the Golden Boot, man, but we're not going to get down into that. But what I say is, there's 16 players that are going to make their debut in this World Cup. Neymar has such freedom now in the team where I think in the form that Neymar is in, with the players in and around Neymar, the man can just pop up and score a goal at any moment in time. He's scoring with consummate ease. I said, no, coach.
Consummate, yeah, man.
Consummate ease.
Consummate ease.
So we move from gravitas now,
Yeah, man.
So right now, I think at this point in time, I think Neymar is the epitome of a professional player going into this World Cup, scoring at consummate ease, performing. Hey, look at coach me up on a roll now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, galang, man.
Yo, but fresh guy. Big Reds. Yo, I roll out the dictionary. Now I'm a boss. We move on from gravitas now, man.
Yeah, man. A consummate in reach now,
man. Neymar will score with consummate ease, And he will show us the epitome of a professional player that he is. So, as I said before, though, what 5 o'clock in the morning, we'll get up and see some ball game and see what them things are going. A lot of persons always say, oh, Neymar is not, but I think people don't understand the level at which this player has performed over his career. I have to give respect to that. A person who has scored 400 goals with 200 assists in 600 games is nothing to scoff at. I think sometimes when people don't understand is that with the level of talent at this guy's disposal, sometimes it seems as if he's taking it as a, we might think out on the outside looking in that he's taking it as a different. We're taking it, he's taking it for granted. But the guy has been brilliant. I think he has been PSG's best player so far this season, and one of the best players in the world this year. So it's just not. Yeah, I think so. To me, I think he's probably the 3rd best player of his generation. But a lot of persons not going to give him because them like the whole media generated thing around him. They might not say it, but he has an opportunity to prove the world wrong come this World Cup. But as I said before, this World Cup, coach, is World Cup for the stars. It's World Cup for the stars and World Cup for the players in form. And we have seen already the players informed what they are capable of doing. So let us just see,
CC, man, instead of a movie dictionary. Him learn some words to that and him write it down, and just use it in sentence.
I want to as easy to the dictionary. Hey, but coach, you know some ever
listen, CC is a scholar, people. Don't take me and CC a school. We've got the same alma mater, not CC.
Not CC.
So, not
CC. Pelican.
Yes, I say we are at the tertiary level. So CC know him thing, man. Don't take him for granted, people. Even though him go off on a tangent sometime, but CC is a youth with brilliance, man. Yeah, man.
But how much you have the game for the Saudi Arabia? How much are your score, coach?
5-0.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I say you go hard. We have a 3-0 still no, coach.
A 3-1 yes, 7, but 3-0.
No, me never predict that one day. A 3-1 for France.
Oh, France. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yes,
a 3-0
you're
for
right.
them.
Me think these teams cannot stop this ruthless Argentina team.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Me no see how this team are gonna stop Argentina from scoring for scoring less than 5 goals. If they do it, can I say Argentina will be in trouble? Or they are going to be just on cruise control?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know at all.
Boy, of course, this look rough, cause them man look like the best play. Man, the best goal scoring opportunity person. Man, man look towards is the midfielder Al Shab, Al Shabab.
Let me not tell a CC.
One brother
We
named
are
Ford.
talking
A 17 goal in scoring a 17.
Virgin. Argentina played Jamaica and they were in second gear. You see in our car CC, I don't know if you know about the standard vehicle, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the third gear. I want to have body's gear, you know. Full of compression.
You man a third
give
gear,
you the-
rough gear.
It give you the edge in terms of everything.
Yeah.
Especially all when you are race on them thing there. So third gear are real good. So if Argentina reach a World Cup now, and most of their players are healthy, you think so they still are going a second gear? No, sir.
So you thought, man, right now this look like all that 6.
Me I put it at 5, and it might be more. That team I can't go stop Argentina, Virgin. I don't see it. If it happens, it happens. I'll just have to come back and say, boy, I may not see how that team has stopped Argentina from scoring less than 5 goals.
Yo, because look on the man them from, let me see, the man them team again. Because you have Lautaro, Martinez. Them a carry your boy the coach.
Who that?
Then put him in the side. Because I
Who
say
that?
Angel Correa gone out injured, you know.
So who them
Garnacho.
put in?
Me I wonder if Garnacho get his spot.
Oh, yeah. Me yes, look like him there, you know. Bad baller that, you know.
Yeah, man.
I wonder how him never met the team, but I saw
My
Argentina team big.
my
That we are talking
18.
about. May I say still, as Simone Bogle is saying, one of my pressure CC, so man. First you got same no make it.
Yeah,
Garnacho.
I realize. You know make it.
CC, man, them a pressure, you know. Them say, what brand lotion they on the dress of it. Don't tell we are jerkheads, you know.
No, sir. I say cotton candy clouds.
Yeah. A CC cloud. Yo, man, go triple C.
It's a CC lotion, the one. Oh,
hey, it's a triple C lotion.
I don't see. And mine, Gunners boss, wake up in a car from here, lotion, and I wake up in a.
Hey, you can't pressure CC, man. Yeah, but I mean, we are get up 5 o'clock in the morning if you have to watch along enough people. No doubt about it. So
I need to send the people and go to bed.
So
coach. Breaking news. Lionel Messi was training separately from the Argentine squad.
Why?
Was as a precaution. So according to Le Equipe, Lionel Messi did not train with the rest of the Argentine squad, but was involved in some indoors gym training. And that's a couple days ago, away from the Saudi Arabia game. So he has not had a training session with the team. So now and
Boy.
what one?
Probably you can get a squeeze in a training there now. That means that the man them a go hard in a training, CC.
Rest
Man,
of
them
you
a
crunch
turn up the
out.
chattel.
Yeah.
So
Crunch out, go on, man.
I mean, so
That's
because
my
of his
World Cup
age
then
too,
go.
you have to take his age into consideration and the amount of years. Hey, a whole for training years Messi have behind him, you know.
Yeah,
So
man, Messi. Right now, to me, I
whole
think
for
Messi.
training age, brethren, years. So if
What I
if
would,
if at
yeah,
this
what I
World
would
Cup they
love to
are
see though.
they are treating him a little bit different, you can understand. Because it could be a
Mm.
situation where they want to ensure that with this approach, he will be in full throttle for the second round,
You know what me
knockout
know, coach?
round.
You know what I know? And I wonder if the coaches are going to make the same mistake. I am
Hmm?
still trying to figure out why Paulo Dybala cannot be on the pitch at the same time with Lionel Messi.
Boy, I don't know. I don't know.
You notice that from Paulo Dybala make decide him can't start with Messi.
Probably Messi are playing more time position.
Why I don't know, coach? But I think that is weird. I think that's where they have the edge, you know. Because you see, if I was the coach, I push Lionel Messi further forward and play Paulo Dybala in behind.
All me I tell you, a sheer magic tomorrow. Whether Messi play or not, sheer magic from this Argentina team.
Yeah, but I think that is what they should do. Push Messi for Messi to play with like I think him Messi to me, let them play a front three like Paulo Dybala, Messi
But
and
CC, hold on.
Natoro.
Stick up in.
Mm-hmm.
You see, sometimes it no matter which baller you be, whether you're the baller or you're Messi, it's very difficult, even the caliber of player that you are, to play with another set of player, you know, or an individual, you know. Chemistry has to be there, flow, all of
You
these
think of that,
things.
man. I'm wondering if they because they've
And
been
worse if they are the same type of players. That's
that's
gonna
why
be an
I say me
issue.
I wonder for that because I think the baller is a left footer as
Mm-hmm.
well. Dominant left footer. So he has to play on the he cuts in on the same wing that Messi's going to cut in on. Because if he plays on the right, he's going to cut in on his left. And if he plays on the left, he's coming in. So he's like, and he also play free roam. So I don't know if they didn't get the. I don't know. I don't know, coach. It's a difficult situation. Cause guess what happened? The baller might be the replacement for Messi if something is wrong with Messi,
Mm-hmm.
or is the substitution. So they might lead comfortably. The ball, so like the baller to me is like an unfortunate player. Because he's the only player that probably can end up play the role that Lionel Messi plays. So because of that now, you end up going to sit down on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy. It's a ball I like, you know. It's a ball I like, man. No, I don't know. Alvarez is a different type of baller. But I think the baller is more talented. But I think the baller's problem is Lionel Messi in the team. And Lionel Messi now come out of the team because you know it's Lionel Messi. But I think that is his problem. Hard to
Yeah.
start both of them. That is why I say I think they can play two number 10. Isn't me? Them just have to know how give one the role for Rome and give one the role for stay.
Yeah, yeah.
Put the ball, cause when I look on it in a coach, put the ball up on the flank. Put him to put him on the right side. Put Messi in at the hole. I play false nine in at the hole and go on to the left. So Messi can operate in at the hole, false nine left. The ball operate on the right, cut inside, go outside. So I'm mostly that him I go do. But I mean, what we see tomorrow? I see tomorrow. I know Lautaro Martinez will start. Lisandro Martinez is going to start. The short man. Short
Mm.
pass. He might go start.
I mean a elbow something there.
Something that Bailey, Leon Bailey.
Mm.
A ruffian them, you know. I don't put them, you know.
Yeah, man.
A ruffian them. Lost something there. They might go start, man. So I think what will happen is that I'm telling you the back line of me think they might go have Emiliano Martinez will be in goal. But the Aston Villa keeper. Lisandro Martinez, Otamendi, Lisandro Martinez, Otamendi, Foyt, and the guy there, Christian Romero. I think that's going to be their back four, if I'm not mistaken. And then in midfield now, because they're going to play 4-3-3. So they're going to have a 3-man midfield. They're going to have the youth name Rodrigo De Paul. Because he's the ruffian.
Yeah, man. I'm a Messi bodyguard.
Yeah, I'm just going to tell you, coach, I'm a Messi bodyguard.
Don't play with Messi when the ball they're running.
Yeah, man. So DePaul, I think DePaul, Leandro Paredes, and Papu Gomez. I don't think they're going to start Acuna in the Midland Park. So they're going to start Papu Gomez, DePaul, and Leandro Paredes. Then you have the three up at top. The three up at top is going to be Lautaro Martinez, Lionel Messi, Angel Di Maria. So I think that is going to be the side. But to me, look.
I mean, I know the man you made it. And that me telling us, I mean, I about Bailey, man. Bailey kick up her face.
Which Acuna man must play left back. Now man, Acuna midfielder, Jason. Now Sevilla, the build from Sevilla attack. You from Sevilla attack.
All right, so people, we're going to go to bed now, you know, because we have to get up early. So we can't do the watch along. We have to watch the game, man. And you can join us in watching this game. Watch along. Argentina versus KSA. And that's Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? So let us see what will happen. Big up CC. And him CCC brand, you know?
Yeah. It's good to
Yeah,
have
man.
a co-host as myself, the gravitas of
yeah, man. CC help to lift the gravitas of the program. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, man. So big up to CC, big up to all the persons who are in the comment section, all who did not get a chance to comment, but you listened to the chat that we had here. Good discussion. Enough respect. We wanted to touch the schoolboy thing, but we can't touch that again. So we're gonna run on because we need to get some
Jason.
So we can get up back for that game here. So bless up yourself, people. Thanks very much for tuning in. Stay safe and please remember to go and support Denver and the Mango Treats on Amazon, people. Check it out. Get in your order. Black Friday coming up. You know, so this week it's going to be cheaper. So go on the site and purchase a book. It caters for 5 to 9 years old. Get it, you know what I mean? Coach, how much out of 10 you give England today? Would I give them about 9.5, you know? Yeah, man. 9.5. But again, big up yourself, people. Stay safe. Until next time. Peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.